Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another tutorial. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, like, and share. So this is where I share all my videos and love for cake decorating, arts, gardening, and anything related to arts and craft. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make a very easy wild open rose that you can definitely use for your cake projects. As you can see here, I have here a very nice petal, and I only use one set of cutters. So what are we waiting for? Let's start! Hi guys, so the first thing that we will do to make our wild open roses is the center. So first we need a thread, and then you need a container like this. So this is where I also put my number 28 wire. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, we will be making the stamen. So you need to position your hands like a peace sign with your thumb in the middle. So you need to put the thread just like so, and then your thumb will actually hold it on place. And then you need to make rounds. So in terms of the number of rounds, there's no specific number as long as it's thick enough. Okay, but if you're OC, you need to go for 100 rounds. Okay, but you don't really need to count, just make it thick. Okay, so we're just doing some rounds. Okay, so just spinning it again and again until it becomes thick. Okay, so at this point, it's a bit thick. This is okay for me. So you need to stop and get your scissors. And then we need to cut. Okay, and then after that, you remove your thumb. And then you see there is a spacing. So you need to insert one of your wire number 28. And then you need to fold. Okay, and then take it out. And then you start twisting, so we hold it on place. Okay, and then you need to get another wire number 28 and then insert, then fold, then twist. Okay, and then we put this aside. So what we'll do now, we need to cut this in the center. Okay, so once it's cut into center, you have two pieces of your stamens already. So you need to get your floral tape. Okay, and then we expand. And then the first thing you do, you need to twist this going upward or in the other direction, just like that. And then we need to cover. So you need to cover it at this level, not lower, not higher, but at this level, okay? Pardon me for the chicken, they are noisy again. Okay, so just pinch, twist, pinch, twist, pinch, and twist. And then gently you start going down until everything is covered, just like so. And then we need to open this using our fingers. Okay, so just spread them out using your fingers. Okay, so if you're OC, if there is something like that, you can cut it out, but actually that's totally fine. Okay, so after this, you need to get your spray bottle. So I'll just spray this with water just to wet the ends of the threads. Okay, so I'm just spraying a little bit, making the ends of the threads wet. Okay, and then here I have here my gelatin container with color brown luster dust. So we just need to dip this here. So since the thread is wet, the gelatin bits with color brown luster dust will stick to our ends of the thread, and you'll have something like this, very similar to the pollen of the rose. And then you press your fingers in the middle. Okay, so it should be like this. You see that? Okay, so since we are done putting the gelatin bits at the side, we need to put the green in the middle, because if you look at the real flower, there's a color green ball in the middle of the roses. Okay, so to make that, first you need to get your wire number 28. You can also use 30. This is number 28. So I'll be getting a very small amount of my gum paste, any color. So just around like this. So this is 0.5 centimeter, so very small. Just insert it in one end, just like that. And then you get cornstarch, so it won't stick on your finger. Okay, and then gently twist as if you're making a small cotton bud. And then you need to press this flat. Okay. So after that, I will spray this with water. So again, spray with water. And then I will get my other gelatin. So this is ordinary gelatin. I mix in with green luster dust or petal dust. So you can use Sugar Flare or any brands. So just dip it. And then you will see that the green particles with gelatin will stick to it. See, it's very nice. So after that, you need to get your center. So this is our center. So I will insert this in the middle. Okay, but it will come across outside. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. So I gently pull. Okay, until you have something like this. So you need to cover this with floral tape. Okay, so we expand the floral tape. And then we need to cover. So just put it on top and then gently twist. Okay, so to make it very, very clean. Just like so. So this is gonna be a rose center. So what I do, using your toothpick or let's say your barbecue stick, I will just move this a little bit to the center. Okay, just like that. You see that? So it's more realistic. Okay, so now we'll be working with our petals. So I have here a very light pink. So this is color white gum paste. I added very, very little red. So I used Peotraco red, but you can use any other color brands. So first, we need to dab in cornstarch at our working space. And then put your paste, dab cornstarch, and then we start rolling. Okay. So just roll in one direction so it won't stick. So with regards to the thickness of the paste, it should be thin enough that you can insert wire number 28 or number 30. Okay, so I'm just putting cornstarch so it won't stick. Okay, so there we have it. So with regards to the thickness, you'll see it's kind of thick because we need to insert wire. Okay, so the cutters that we'll be using cutter number 1 of the teardrop cutter and cutter number 2. With regards to the size, cutter number 1, this is 2 cm to 2.5, and then cutter number 2, this is 2.5 cm, okay? So what we will do, we need to cut. So for cutter number 1, you need to cut 4 to 5 pieces. Okay, that's my standard number, but if you want to add, you can add. So you need to cut 4 to 5 pieces of this one, and then the cutter number 2, you need to cut at least 8 to 10 pieces, 8 to 10 pieces of this one. Okay, so when you're cutting, you press lightly and then you move so that your paste will come very clean. Okay, and then after you cut, you put this on a Tupperware or Ziploc container so it won't dry out. Hi guys, okay, so now we'll be working with our petals. I'll be teaching you how to thin them out and use the veiner and insert wire on each and every petal. So first, we will be working with the smaller set of petals. So I did 4 pieces. So first thing you need to do, you need to dab in cornstarch. Okay, so it won't stick. And then you need to get your ball tool. Okay, so this is the medium size ball tool. So what I will do, I will expand the flower paste or the petal going outward. So I will avoid the middle because this is where we will be inserting our wire. Okay, so first I'm just pulling going to the side. So you see, because when you do this, we are actually making the petals thin and we are actually manipulating the shape. Okay, always remember to dab cornstarch so it won't stick. Okay, just like that. So you see, we actually expanded the shape of the petals. So for the measurement, from 2 centimeter, this is now 3.5 centimeter. Okay, so from 2 centimeter, it became 3.5 centimeter. So now you need to get your petal, put it on your veiner. So just press it there and then take it out. And then here, this is our wire, number 28. You need to loop the ends, okay, just like that. There's no need for edible glue, you just need to insert this. Okay, so my wire is until here. And then what I will do, I'll put this on the sponge, okay? So make sure to put cornstarch on your sponge so it won't stick. And then we flip it so the front part is facing the sponge and dab cornstarch. And what I will do, using your ball tool, I will just go on the sides. So here on the right and also on the left, okay? I will not go around like that, only on the sides, okay? Because I'll show you the difference if I only go on the sides. Okay, so here's the difference. I just went on to the side, so you see there's natural frilling on the petals. And then you can actually fold it, pointing upward a little bit. And you can pinch the petals. Okay, and then you just let this dry. You can insert this on your styrofoam pad or you can put it on a petal former. It will dry very fast. Okay. So you do this on all the petals. So from the smallest petal up to the biggest set, we just do the same, okay? Okay, so while our petals are drying out or letting it set, we'll be making the leaves of the rose or the wild open rose, okay? So we need a green paste. So this is dark green. To achieve this color, basically the white gum paste, I added 1 drop of red, 1 drop of yellow, and then 3 drops of color green. And then you'll have this very dark color. Okay, let's start. So first, dab cornstarch on your working area or table, and then dab cornstarch also on your paste. And then gently roll. So the thickness should be the same as the thickness of our petals, wherein you can still insert a wire number 28, but we will be using green instead of white. So here you see it's a little bit thick, that's okay. So for one stem of leaf, for roses, we need one that is bigger and then 2 that are smaller, okay? So we use the same cutter. So this is cutter number 1 and cutter number 2. For the size, it's the same size as a while back. Okay. So just like that. And then I'll show you how we treat and vein the petals afterwards. Okay, so now we will be veining and thinning out the rose leaves. Okay, so first we work with the biggest leaf part. Okay, it's like that. So you need to get your smallest ball tool, okay? And then gently go around the sides. I'm just going around the sides so that I'll make it freely. Okay, or roughly. Okay, so I'm just pressing on the sides. the leaf, avoiding the center because that is where we will be inserting our wire. Okay, after that, if you have a Dresden tool, you can use it. If you don't have, you can use a barbecue stick or a toothpick. So gently, I will pull out the edges so that you'll be making the spiky leaf effect, same as the real rose leaves. You see that? Okay. So just pull it with a barbecue stick or toothpick. Okay. Okay, just like so. And after this, you'll get your leaf. See that? It's very nice. So you need to get wire number 28, color green. Okay, so you'll just loop the ends. Just like so. And then I will insert it here in the middle. Okay, so my wire is until here. And then I will press it on the veiner. So here I have a rose leaf veiner. Okay, so just put it there on position. And then gently press. Okay. After that, this is what you'll have. The natural veining. So what I do, I pinch this side to make it close. Okay, and then I also pinch the leaf on the center, and then I press this side to make it more open. Okay, so that's how I make my rose leaves. The reason why I press the center, so there is a bit of depth. Okay, you see that? So that's your rose leaf. Okay. So if you want to make it more realistic, you can actually do some holes on the leaves, just like that. Okay. So we'll just let this dry, and then you need to work on with a smaller set of leaf. So just the same procedure, okay? Okay, so while we are waiting for our petals and our leaves to dry, I'll teach you how to make a rosebud. So you need a paste. This is around 2 cm, a 2 cm ball. So gently knead and massage. Okay, and roll it on your palm and make it into a small teardrop. Okay, so no need to worry if it's not smooth because you'll cover this with petal. Okay, and then I have here wire number 22. So 2 pieces of them I combined with a floral tape. So and then I made the end loop. Okay, so just insert it on your paste. Just like so, and then you need to lock this. So just press on different direction for it to lock. Okay, so you have a very small rosebud. Okay, so we put this on the side first. So you need to get a small amount of your paste again. Okay, so dab cornstarch and we will roll it out as thin as we can. Okay, so I just rolled one part to make it thin. And then using your smallest cutter, okay, so you just need to cut at least 3 petals. Okay, so we have 3 petals already. So what I will do, get your foam pad. Okay, so put these 3 petals here. Then dab a layer of cornstarch so it won't stick. Okay, and gently, same procedure, gently expand the petals and make it thinner. And then you press this on your veiner. Okay, so we have 1. Do the same with the other one. Because we'll only use this to cover the bud. You can actually use 3, you can actually use 2, it's up to you. But for me, I like it 3 pieces. Okay. Dab cornstarch so it won't stick. Okay, as you can see, the shape is very irregular because this is just a rosebud. Okay. So you have 3 pieces of our petal. Now I'll be getting edible glue. So for the edible glue, I'll put on the description box below the exact measurement. This is only 2 tablespoons of warm water and 1/4 teaspoon of Tylose powder. Okay, so you put edible glue all over the first petal. Get your bud. So you put it at this level. Okay, and gently we need to fold and make it close. Just like so. Okay, so it should be really close. So now we need to cover the other parts. So same procedure. Put edible glue entirely on the whole petal and at this level. Okay. So we gently see that. I'm slowly closing it because this is just a bud. Okay, so after that, our last petal. Again, we put edible glue. Okay, and then we need to cover this part, so just insert it here. And then you just press the petal. Just like that. It can be a little lower, it's okay. Because this is just a bud. Okay, so you'll have something like this. Okay, that's how it looks like. Okay. Okay, so now we'll be making the calyx for the rosebud. So again, same as the procedure of our rose calyx for the first rose tutorial. So we cut a green paste using cutter number 1, and then you need to cut this with scissors in the middle. Okay, so you have something like that. So basically you just need 3 pieces. Okay, so we only need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So take out the excess. And then here I have my foam pad. So what I will do, I will just expand the shape. Okay, using a ball tool. Dab cornstarch so it won't stick. Okay, so you need to find an end. So here are my ends. So I'm just going to push. Okay, to manipulate the shape. Just like that. Okay. Do the same with the others. Okay, so we have that. After that, I'll be pressing the sides with my hands, my fingers, so as to make it a bit thick, just like that. So from here, it becomes like this. Okay, so the next thing you will do, you need to get your barbecue stick or toothpick. So again, same procedure. I use it to make the spiky ends. So on a slanting motion, just pull. Okay, just like so. And then you can actually pinch this one to make it more realistic. Okay, so it should be like this. So do the same with the other and pull. Okay, I just pull. If you have a Dresden tool, you can also use that. Okay, just press it here. Then pinch. Okay, do the same. pinch. Okay. Sometimes when you're doing this, it's creating a squeaky sound, which is really funny. Okay, and then after that, the last one. Okay, it's creating those squeaky sounds. Okay, and then you just need to pinch to make it more realistic. Okay, so after that, we will stick it directly to our flower bud or flower bud. So you need to get very little of edible glue. You can dab out the excess on your hands. So first, you put here, just like that. And then get your bud. I will attach it at this level. Okay, so when you put it there, like that, you need to pinch it to make it more realistic. So don't worry if there's a lot of cornstarch. We will dust it off later. Just like so. You see that? Okay, so you need to do the same with the others. At this level. So it's gonna be like that, and then I pinch to make it look real. Okay. And then we do the same with the other. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. Okay, so the calyx is actually, if it's a rosebud, the calyx is not always pointing upward. So some of them are like sideways. Okay, so you can twist this one like that to make it more natural, and then we add this one. Then pinch again to make it look natural. Okay, and then this one, for the last one, I like to put it a bit dangling. Okay, so when I insert it here, and then I pinch, okay, I just pinch it a little bit. So for this one, I want it to be dangling a little bit. So I'm just gonna pull it this way. See, just like that. Okay, so here is our rosebud. So now what I will do, if you have a scissor, or let's say a smaller scissor, you can actually cut details, okay? So your scissor should be in a slanting motion. Just gently cut in. Because if you look at the real rosebuds, there are like small flips. Okay, just like that. So you see that? That's what I'm talking about. You see those small spike-likes? So the real rosebuds has those. Okay, so after that, you need to press this, the bottom part. So this is our rosebud. So later we'll add more accents by dusting. Okay, so for now, I'll be adding a paste here so that it would look more natural. So you need to get very small amount of your color green paste. See here, I get this size. So for the measurement, this is only 1 centimeter, okay? Exactly 1 centimeter. Gently knead and massage your paste. And then here, you have the bottom part of your bud. See that? So I'll put the paste here. Okay, and I'm gently pressing and squishing so that it will be at this end. Okay. Just make it very clean, just like so. Just like that. And then gently I will twist and twist on my fingers to make it thinner. Okay. Because if you look at the real flower, it actually has something like this. This is where the seeds form after the flower is pollinated. Okay. And then later on, we will dust to make this more realistic. Okay, so there you have it. That's your rosebud. Okay, so now we are done with our petals. So everything is dried, even the leaves. So now we will start dusting. So to dust the petals, so here, we'll start with our first set of petals. And then you see here, I have a very small petals that I added. So this is similar to what I did with the peony flower. So we need that for the center. So this is actually optional, this two small one. Okay, so I'll dust very little yellow, just like that. Okay, so there should all be yellow glows from the inner parts. Okay, so you need to do this on all the petal, even the big ones, and then after that we will start assembling. Okay, so now we are done with the dusting of all our petals. So you see there are already two colors. So there are yellow glows from the inside of the petals. So you need to get the center that we did earlier. So what I will do, again, these two small additional petals, this is optional. So this is the same procedure as what I did with the peony flower. But again, these two are optional, okay? So you need to get a floral tape and expand to activate the stickiness. So first, if you did two small things like this, I'll add them first, okay, at this level. So it should be at that level. So no green should be showing, okay? So I'll be adding the other one. Okay, just like so, and then you need to wrap it with your floral tape. So I like putting mine under and then using it like a rope to wrap around, just like that. Okay, so you can move this a little. Okay, so we have that. After that, you can go already with your smaller petals. So just attach it on the same level. Okay. So with regards to the pattern, I add petals randomly. Okay, so just add another one here. See that? And then I'll add another one here. Okay, and I'll add another one. Okay, so once you're done with the smaller petals, you can easily proceed with the larger set of petals. So as you see, it's the same level. Okay, so we get our other petals. So just insert as the same level. Okay, see that? So in my experience, not all the petals is normally used. So it depends to you if how many petals would you like to add. But this is just my standard number of petals. Okay, see that? Then you can go around and wrap it. So you add more. So when you're adding petals, you always have to look at your flower on the upper view to see places where you would like to add more. Oops, remove the tape and we place it here, just like that. So we have last two sets of petals. Okay, and the last one would probably be here. Okay, so there you have it. That's your wild open rose. Okay, so now we are done with the assembly of our wild open rose. So we need to assemble our leaves. So we need to get wire number 22. So this is color green. And then this is our set of leaves. You need to get your floral tape. Okay, and expand to activate the stickiness. So you get your wire number 22 and get the biggest leaf. Okay, and you need to position it like so. So what I'll do, I'll wrap this with floral tape. Okay, and then gently twist going down. So before you finally twist going down, you need to add your second set of leaf. Just like so. So just put it on top. Okay, and then we twist. And then put the other one on top also. Just like so. So it's gonna be at same level. Okay, and then you continue wrapping until everything is wrapped with your floral wire, okay, or floral tape. And then gently we open this. So we move to the left, and then this one we move to the right. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Okay, so now we will dust this with very little red at the edges to make it look natural. Okay, so just the edges, just like so. So this is gonna be our leaf for the rose. See, that's very pretty. Okay, so now we'll add final dusting to our wild open rose. So gently just go around the edges and add color pinks. Okay, but not on all petals, just on some petals. Okay. Okay, so we're done. So what I will do now, okay, I'll just make this more pink. Okay, so what I'll do now, you need to get your bud. So this is our rose bud. So I'll dust the ends with pink or red. Okay, to make it more realistic. See that? See the difference? And then here you can actually go ahead and dust this also. Okay, pardon me for the chicken. It's noisy again. So right now, you need to get your color red gel color. So just put a small amount. Okay, and then on one of the circles, I'll be adding water. Okay, so using your fine brush again. Okay, so basically, what I would like to do, you need to get your rose flower. Okay, and then we have here dots, so make it dark red. Just like that. So all the holes, make it darker. Okay, and then I try to dilute the color with lots of water, so you can do strikes. It's like how we did with the peony flower to make it look natural. Okay, just like so. Because you can only achieve these patterns using wet paint. Okay, just like that. So again, make the holes darker. Okay, just like that. Okay, so after that, you need to get your bud again. So here we'll be adding final details with red. So normally the end parts, this is darker. Okay, so we need to paint it with dark red. Just like that. Okay, and then just dab it with your fingers to make it look natural. Okay, so there you have it. So now we will assemble our leaf and our flower. So first, you need to get your leaf. You need to get a floral tape. So we expand to activate the stickiness. Okay, and then we attach it closer to the bud. Just like so. Okay, and gently we wrap with floral tape. Okay, and then we open, bend it slowly. Okay, so there you have it. This is our bud with the leaf. Just like that. And now we'll be adding our flower. So this should be a little lower, so we need to bend. Okay, at this level. And then gently wrap with floral tape. Just like so. Okay, so there you have it. This is our wild open rose with your rosebud and your leaf. So for the leaf, normally I add red colors also at the ends. Just like that to make it more realistic. Okay, so there you have it. There's your wild open rose. And so see, move this a little bit. There. Okay. See that? That's your wild open rose. Okay, I hope you learned a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye.